Yo, what is going on, guys? So, I am very happy to bring you guys the release notes for update 30.0. It's insane how many updates we're on to now. So, we got a bunch of stuff coming for February. Let's go ahead and jump into it. So, Mixed Emotions, the February event quest. Before we get into that, let me just show you guys the two new champions coming to the game. We've got Psycho Man, a tech champion, who sounds pretty interesting. He manipulates like emotions and stuff, hate, fear, and doubt. And then we got Super Skrull, which this dude, as you see, his arms may look a little familiar. They look like Thing's arms because he actually has the power of all four of the Fantastic Four. So, pretty interesting. He's going to be cosmic. But before we get into that, let's just read the little Mixed Emotions February event quest thing here. So, you're not the only one noticing superheroes acting strangely. Something sinister is afoot, and Johnny Storm is tracking down all the hungry robots and lackadaisical super scientists suddenly occupying the battle realm. Who or what could be inverting their personalities? What does it have to do with this Super Skrull? So, Psycho Man, I've never heard of this dude before. Like reading these notes and learning about him through MCOC. I never heard about him in the comics. I've never seen him in any kind of TV shows or anything like that. So he's a genius scientist and ruler of a technocratic system of worlds in the microverse. Obsessed with conquering the normal-sized universe, he crafted a mechanical exoskeleton so he could interact with things not on a microscopic level. He carries with him the control box, a device capable of creating and controlling the emotions of anyone he chooses, especially feelings of hate, fear, and doubt. So, very interesting and just niche character that they're adding, but it's great because he's tech, man. We're finally getting another tech champion. I think the last one we got was Guardian. Like last year, man, it's such little tech champions, so it's really good to see we're getting tech champs. This dude, he looks kind of weird though. He looks very weird. I'm not the biggest fan of his looks, but yeah, not saying like the art is bad, just like his general look as a character is a bit weird. I don't know, he just looks a little bit weird to me. But then we have Super Skrull, so he's gonna be cosmic. So I'm not sure how we say his name here. KLRT was a highly decorated soldier of the Super Skrull Empire, but when the Super Skrull invasion of Earth was thwarted by the Fantastic Four, he was made into Super Skrull, the first and greatest of the Super Skrulls. He was imbued with all the powers of the Fantastic Four when charged by cosmic power beamed directly into his body from the Super Skrull homeworld. He becomes even more powerful than those whose powers he mimics. Nothing can stop him, and he shall make the Earth pay what it has done to his people. So I really like the idea behind Super Skrull, that he has all the powers of the Fantastic Four. So there's some real potential with this guy, man, because the Fantastic Four, Thing and Human Torch, are both insane champions, and Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Woman aren't the best. I feel like they're a bit underrated, but they do have some cool stuff that they can do. So if you can pull all the best parts from them and put them into this guy, he could be pretty good. The funny thing is, I find, is that this dude's cosmic when all the Fantastic Four are science characters. Still, that one's still a little bit weird. But so we're also going to be getting Love is a Battle Realm 4. For one, we belong together, much like that ex that should really stop calling you. Deadpool is back, just in time for the season of love. Deadpool aims to track down Psycho Man and use his control box to solve his emotional equations, but things don't always go as planned when love is involved. Things get introspective as Deadpool faces his biggest enemy yet, himself. This content may be hard to defeat without love on your side, so bring the romance synergy champs to feel the power of love buff, or dose yourself with a bit of self-love boost to get the same warm fuzzy tingle. So this sounds interesting. I really hope that they have another red Deadpool arena, because one of like the only times I took a break from this game, well, I kind of quit, was when this dude came back in arena, like red 4-star Deadpool. I'd really love to get him, or release him as a 5-star. I don't think they're gonna do that, but I don't know. They released Wolverine and Scarlet Witch, so maybe they could do red Deadpool. But yeah, I hope he gets brought back in some form, like, so I could get him. And then we got the month of love, of course, because we got Valentine's Day. So we're going to have a calendar for Valentine's Day. Check in daily to get love juices, shattered heart crystals, Valentine's Day cards, and self-love boost. The calendar resets weekly for the duration of the event, so be sure to collect all your complimentary items before they vanish. Love juices, I think those are revives. I think that we've seen those in the past, or potions or something. I think actually those might be potions. So that's cool. It'll help you get through some content. Legs Junior is definitely going to be taking full advantage of that. And then we have the Shattered Heart Crystals available from Love is a Battle Realm 4-1. Special arena milestones and solo objectives. Collect these shards to get champions involved in romance or its complicated synergies in Shattered Heart Crystals. Also find love in the arenas. No one ever said relationships would be easy. Battle for your love in weekly arenas to complete solo events. Earn Shattered Heart Crystals and more. Using and defeating romance energy champions will help towards the romance arena solo event. Interested to see what the rewards are going to be for those solo events. And then we also have Valentine's cards. Don't keep that love to yourself. Send out some Valentine's cards that grant Shattered Heart Crystals. Gifting counts towards solo events, so don't hold back. Let the whole contest know you've got love on your mind. And then we also have the Lunar New Year, so there's going to be a lot of gifting going on in February, which is a little bit weird because we just had a massive gifting event. But yeah, so Lunar New Year, celebrate with your friends and alliance, a battle of monstrous opponents, and celebrate the Lunar New Year in the Contest of Champions with the accessible and beginner-friendly quest. During the event, log in every day to claim crystal shards, gold units, and red envelope tickets from the special Lunar New Year calendar. Special red envelopes to gift your friends and alliance mates and contribute to a Lunar New Year alliance gifting event. So I'm a big fan of gifting events, especially these ones. They're pretty cool. You can actually get a pretty good amount of units if you get lucky from this event. So I'm hoping Legs Junior can cash in on those units. And then we got Right in the Fields, a special objective. So Right in the Fields, all summoners will receive a 3-star Psycho Man this month to ensure they get in touch with emotions. Use Psycho Man to complete solo objectives as he takes on some of his foes in the battle realm to get special rewards, exclusive profile pics, and self-love boost. So again, interested to see what kind of rewards are going to be in these solo or special objectives, because this month some of the best rewards we've ever seen objective-wise, with so many shards and stuff. So yeah, I don't think it's going to be quite that good, but I don't know. I'm hopeful. And then we got champion updates. 4 champions received an upgrade. Terrax, Moleman, Kingpin, Yellowjacket have been updated. Watch for their champion spotlight updates for more information. So we're not going to be talking about any of the spotlights today, but keep an eye on the channel. They will be coming very soon, so be on the lookout. And then we also have some bug fixes and improvements. So there's a couple here that I don't think are too important, but there's a couple here that are pretty nice. So the class catalyst selectors will now display the player's inventory of full catalyst or fragments on the selection screen. This is a better change to selectors. However, it's not the change that we want. What we want is just to have the selector in the crystal vault and be able to open it at any time we choose, man. That's what I'd really like to see anyways for the selectors. But this is overall, at least it's a better change. Sometimes you just forget to look at your catalyst stash before you open one, and then you're like, oh, I don't know what I do. So yeah, this will help solve that problem. We got the new class buffs for the Cavalier event quest. We got a Professor X fix where surge abilities were not treated as a passive. We got an update for Rocket Raccoon, which, interesting. Maybe we'll see a Rocket Raccoon buff in the future. I hope so. It's just a little bit of a fix to his signature ability. We got a fix for Vulture. I know one guy who will be happy to see that. The Vulture dude. They fixed his special 3 effects when they're overlapping. I don't even know what that is. I don't think I've ever even used Vulture special 3. We have a big one here, Armored Assault buff. Added the unblockable icon when the defender becomes unblockable. So this one's really, really great. It's in Act 7. It's basically when the defender has an armor up buff that are unblockable, but you didn't really, it's easy to just forget about the node if you didn't really read the node thoroughly. You're like, you go to parry and like, why am I getting hit? And so if they show the unblockable icon, that'll be a very good and welcome change. There's also a little fix to auto fight. When you're blocking, when you switched, I guess. I never use auto fight. And then there's a change to do not go gentle. It just updated the description a little bit to clarify some things that you can't get rid of charges if you're going to be a finishing blow to KO the opponent. An update to Power Sting 3.0 buff so that they last indefinitely. And then a Scientific Method 2 buff. Edited the description to specify 55%. I don't even know what that node is, but yeah. So some bug fixes. Again, the really notable ones: the class catalyst selector change and the armored assault buff change. Those are really good. But yeah. So this month's looking interesting. I don't believe that there's actually like a regular side event like that we've been seeing, but I think the amount of rewards from the side event will be made up through all these events that we went over today, through the objectives, through the Lunar New Year gifting event, from all of the Valentine's Day stuff. So yeah, no official side event for February, which is, I know a lot of people are gonna like that because of just how much of a grind this month was, and very repetitive as well, doing all the arcade grinding. But yeah, guys, that's gonna do it for the video. Let me know if you guys are excited for February. What piqued your interest the most? What do you guys think of these new champions, Super Skrull and Psycho Man? Which one are you more excited for? Go ahead and let me know down in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and again, keep a lookout for the buff champion spotlights coming soon. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out.